and you think that you're merely human, or you think that you're merely the experiences that have happened to you, or you think that you're merely the son and daughter of your parents, or you're merely where you were born, or where you went to school, or what your job or career may be, your perception is narrow, and your perception determines your experience. And so you're here in a spiritual community being encouraged to enter into spiritual practice of affirmative prayer, sacred meditation, life visioning, sacred service, fellowship, study, in order to expand your context. When the context expands, your perception begins to expand, and then that perception obtains thoughts based upon that perception. So, if you perceive that you're merely human, then you become receptive to the thought forms of humanity, of lack and limitation, fear, doubt, and worry, and not enoughness. You become an open place for those to flow through. If your perception expands, and you begin to be aware that you are a living being, a living spiritual being, that all of the power and presence and love is within you, that becomes your context. Your perception expands, and you begin to draw thoughts from the infinite mind, which are thoughts of inspiration, thoughts of wisdom and guidance, languaging themselves in a way that you can understand. And so here you can feel as I'm speaking, it's the effortless effort. You're not making something happen. You're opening yourself up so that the eternal broadcast that is happening everywhere, you begin to be privy to the broadcast based on your perception, and then your experience begins to outpicture that wide particular perception that you're now holding. This is a beautiful way to live life, because you're undergirded, overshadowed, embraced, endowed with the presence that is never, ever an absence. Say it with me if you will. My context is that I live in God. God lives in me. My life is an emanation of God. That's my context. And so here you are now, after your initiation. If you've been here for a particular period of time, you've gone through some certain initiation stages, which means you've had insights and revelations that you are a spiritual being and not merely human.